So, what is a force, guys? What is a force? Push or pull, right? The answer in the video that was coaxed out was the guy said a push, and they're going to do a little mime trick. And if it mime trick, you know, like mime, you know, like, right? How to do it? I think my legs involved. Okay. I took an acting class in high school. All right, no, that's a joke. All right, so what is a force? What did you say, Victor? Say push or pull. A push or pull. Acting on what? On an object. On an object. Now, like you said earlier, some people think forces, or sorry, motion indicates a force, right? But what forces are acting on you guys right now? What forces are acting on you guys right now? Gravity. Gravity acts on you. Is that the only one? No. Okay? Because gravity pulls you which way? Down. But are you moving? No, so there has to be a force acting up. Okay? So does motion necessarily indicate a force is acting on you? No. Because right now you guys have forces acting on you, don't you? Are you all moving? Yeah. Richard isn't. Okay. So does a force act on something? Is it indicated by motion? No. Okay. Sometimes we have balanced force and unbalanced forces. Unbalanced forces, those might be indicated by some type of motion. We'll get into that later. Right? But a force is a push or pull acting on an object. Right? Does anyone know the units of a force? Newtons. Good. The units are newtons. The symbol for newtons is N. Do you guys think force has a vector? Or do you guys think force is a vector or a scalar? Vector. Force is a vector. Because they have direction. You don't believe me? Okay. Have the person next to you put their hand on your shoulder and push you. Not very hard though. Okay? Because they will apply a force to you, and what's going to happen? They'll move, won't they? Right? If I were to put my hand on, let's say Richard's sitting there and he doesn't believe me that forces have directions. If I push Richard to the right, which way does he move? Left. He does not move left. He moves to the right. He moves in the direction I apply the force, right? Forces have directions. Okay. Now, 1 Newton, write it down. 1 Newton is 1 kilogram meter per second. Okay. It's a combination of base units, kilogram meters per second. Okay. Sorry, got one then. Squared. 1 kilogram meter per second squared. Okay. Now, you might see some units in here that we've seen before. What does a kilogram measure? A mass. Okay. Okay. What does a meter measure? Distance. And what does the second measure? Time. Now, have we seen some of these combined before? John, what did you say? Which ones have we seen combined before? Meters per second squared. What is meters per second squared? It's acceleration, right? So, like John said, a force is a mass times an acceleration. Okay. So those people that in the video that said, is force indicated by motion, right? They're kind of questioning about that. They thought motion meant force. They weren't entirely wrong, but they weren't entirely correct. Okay? Because they probably meant velocity, right? But as we know, are velocity and acceleration the same? No. Okay. What might indicate a force? Okay. Based on the units, what might indicate a force?
Kilogram per second squared.
A mass,
Yeah.
right? We all have mass. What might indicate a force is acting on us? Give you a little hint. Here's a marker, right? Marker has mass. When I let go of it, what happens to it? Falls. Gravity does what? Pulls it which way? Down, causing it to Move. Okay, I'm looking for a specific word. Accelerate. Right? Zero velocity. Increasing velocity. It accelerated. Right? So forces are usually indicated. Actually, I put unbalanced forces, not just forces in general. Unbalanced forces are indicated by an acceleration. It is a rocket 30 today.
Oh my God.
Are there any questions about that? Guys, are there any questions about that?